So a few days ago, my friend Ramsker made a video on Backroom games on Steam, and I wanted to talk a bit about it myself, because let's be honest for a second, okay? The concept of the Backrooms has just completely fallen into disarray. It started out as a simple picture on 4chan with some text, you know. It was like a little story you had to puzzle together yourself in your mind. It wasn't like this big thing with a bunch of monsters and other garbage mixed with like a bunch of different forms of mediums and franchises. All it was just a simple, fun little story idea about a liminal space with yellow, stinky wallpaper and electrical buzzing lights. That was it. And over the past few years, the Backrooms has been interpreted in many different ways. But the point where everything completely broke apart, I think, is when they started to introduce like Poppy Playtime and FNAF and all this other garbage. It has nothing to do with the Backrooms. It has just straight up become children horror garbage, which is such a goddamn shame, because the Backrooms can be genuinely super unsettling. Like, ignore all the videos, ignore the video games, ignore all the children stuff, I guess. Just a picture, the 4chan post. It's a cool story to talk about, to think about, to like make little stories about it. It's a fun idea, it genuinely is. Then you try to actually start making something about it. You start to introduce monsters and other areas, and it all just gets kinda messy. So like I said, my friend Ramske made a whole video about Backroom games on Steam, and I actually was part of this video. I highly recommend you go watch it. It's a fun, well put together piece of content, and Ramske should be super proud of it. It's generally a fun video, so check it out. But for that video, me, Ramsker, and two other friends, Razzer and Cypher, played two Backroom games on Steam. One is called Escape the Backrooms, and the other one is called Inside the Backrooms, which Ramsker didn't actually talk about because we had to re-record it, and that this game is so goddamn boring that we couldn't be bothered. But Escape the Backrooms was so unbelievably goofy and just dumb and stupid. It was so laughably bad that it became funny, and that's impressive on its own. I know this whole game was made by a single person for video. His channel name is Fancy, and I have no ill intent on shitting on this guy for making something. It's clearly just for a video project, just a little bit of fun. But I started to do some research, okay? I did the smallest amount of research. All I did was type in Backrooms on Steam. Look at this! Look at how many Backroom games are being created. This is insane. It just keeps going. There are so many of them. I mean, you have Backrooms World, Return the Backrooms, Into the Backrooms, the Backroom Simulator, In the Backrooms, Secret Backrooms, The Real Backrooms, Backrooms Mainframe, The Backrooms Together, Against the Backrooms, Light the Backrooms. Seriously, this is nutty, and like most of them aren't even like reviewed well. It's either like extremely mixed negative, or when it is positive, it's like mostly positive, or never like extremely super high. So many of these games feel, look, and play like cheap shovelware with barely any like love put into it. A few months ago I made a video called Steam is King, where I basically just talk about how I personally think that Steam is the best PC game launcher on the market, or just the best overall game launcher out there currently. But if there is one big downside to Steam, is the amount of garbage shovelware that just gets crapped onto it. It is insane. There is so much soulless garbage just puked on it, and it's disgusting. And this is just another step down into the Steam shovelware rabbit hole. This is nutty. This is genuinely boggling, all because of some stupid fad. I know why these games exist, okay? For some reason, kids and adults alike really like the Backrooms, but Jesus Christ, does it have to be milked to this degree? I like, the games aren't even good. They are walking simulators. You just walk in these games, and then there's like a spooky monster, but like everything looks the exact same thing. That's the point of the Backrooms. There is nothing to see, there is almost nothing to do, and when one of these games is fun, it's not because of the actual design of the game, but because it's so goddamn broken that it's funny. I'm sure there are like a handful of genuinely fun Backroom games out there, and that whole series about the Backrooms made by Kane Pixels, if I'm not mistaken, it is fun, it is enjoyable to say the least. But man, this is so dumb, this is so tiring. I don't know what to say anymore. I just wanted to ramble about this for a bit because this is wild. This is one of the dumbest rabbit holes I've ever fallen into. It's not as bad as the Mr. Dweller rabbit hole, but goddamn, you know? You feel me? So yeah, be sure to watch that video Ramsker made to have a better understanding of what is happening. Again, I just wanted to talk about this for a bit. I have not much more to add to it, but it's funny, okay? This is genuinely super funny for some reason. Thanks for watching, I guess. Bye!